All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to John Lewis Invictus Academy's Go Team meeting, where we will follow the agenda as it has been emailed to you and publicly noticed. I would like to remind everyone that this is a meeting of the Go Team. Only members of the team may participate in the discussion. Any member of the public present are here to quietly observe. For members of the Go Team, please identify yourself when you speak. I'm pleased to call this meeting of the John Lewis Invictus Academy Go Team to order at 6:06 p.m. Our first order of business is to call roll. The secretary, the amazing secretary, will now take the roll.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Principal Garner is present. Taisha Laster. Ms. Kimberly Pruitt. Ms. Helen Sims. Ms. Hines is not present with us this evening. I'm present. Ms. Rump.
Present.
Thank you, Ms. Rump. Ms. Joyce Jones is present.
Present.
And Ms. Deborah Edelson.
Present.
Thank you, Ms. Edelson. And Ms. Kirkpatrick.
Present.
Thank you. All right. That was the completion of the roll call.
Great. Okay, the team will only be able to take official action if a quorum is present. Is there a quorum present?
There is a quorum present. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members present. 7, I'm sorry.
7. Oh.
Five voting members present.
5 voting members.
We do have quorum.
Okay. Okay, well, since we have quorum, our first order of business is to approve the agenda. This was provided to you and copies are here. Are there any changes that need to be made to the agenda?
No, not from me.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Moved.
Okay, a second.
I second that motion to approve the agenda.
Awesome. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, so the secretary can record your vote. All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. Okay. We will review and approve the meeting minutes from our last meeting. The minutes have been provided to you. Are there any corrections? Okay, if there are no further corrections, may I have a motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes? A motion to approve the previous meeting minutes.
A motion to approve.
Okay, a second.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, sorry. All opposed, please say nay. Okay, any abstentions, please say abstain. Okay, our first action item is approval of the vision statement.
Right.
So can we go there?
Yes, I have a draft of what I would like to see our vision statement be. Let me share. All right. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
All right. So, we approved the mission, which was, through an intentional culture of care, equity, and pride, perseverance, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. All students will be prepared, all John Lewis Invictus Academy students will be prepared to perform at their individual best. And so in crafting, what my vision for our school is, I thought about a couple key factors. I think about where our school, is going or where we want to be. And I really like the last vision statement that we had. So, I kept some of the wording and some of the verbiage from that because I thought it was a powerful statement. But when I think about what our strategic initiatives are at John Lewis, which is quality code, climate and culture, quality of teaching and literacy, those things have to be a part of the vision statement, along with, we want to have a rigorous yet loving and compassionate learning environment. So here's our draft. Here's what my draft of the vision statement would be. And it would be to provide a compassionate, rigorous and equitable environment that fosters students' abilities to thrive in our community. With an intentional focus on literacy and high quality of teaching, we envision these same students becoming local, national, and global leaders who will be the catalyst for economic and social change. Right. So at a high level, these are the types of students that we want to produce here at JLIA. Any feedback, thoughts, changes that we see? We may need
Yeah. For the rigorous, I'm assuming that is a pronoun for the academics, not necessarily like the environment, or help me.
That's right.
Okay. So I think maybe if we move that word to the second sentence where it's talking more about the academics, it will be kind of more clear that we're trying to provide compassion and not rigor, just for the social piece, I feel.
Okay, yeah.
Or Ms.
So
Kirkpatrick,
you're
what you
saying
think? 'Cause
provide
you're
a
a wordsmith
compassion.
too. You see what I'm saying? Provide compassionate, rigorous, and equitable environment that fosters students' ability to thrive.
Maybe.
I know we mean learning,
Mhm.
but I just wanted to be clear that the rigorous piece is the academic rigor.
What if you said learning environment, a compassionate, rigorous,
Yes,
learning
something that has, but I don't think that's what he meant. And I like the piece without the academics in there. I think providing the environment with just that is beautiful. I don't know. What did you envision for that, Principal Garner?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You're saying the rigor part more aligns to instruction, which is what I'm saying in the second sentence, with an intentional focus on literacy and high quality of teaching. That's speaking to the academics. So we can add the rigor piece in that line. I'm fine with that. Provide a compassionate and equitable environment, learning environment.
Yeah. Or did you mean social environment? Because that's important too. Social, emotional, that part is
all of
important.
it, right. All of it is. I mean, I think in that line, I was really thinking to how I want the school to look and feel.
Yeah. And I've heard you've done a really good job at that, actually.
You heard
the way
that?
it looks and feels.
School looks amazing.
Yeah, I heard. I need to come up there. People just tell me they will call me. Anyway, sorry, off the topic, but I've heard it's really starting to feel like that.
Well, that's good. It's good. So we're working. I tell you that. We're putting in some work.
Principal Garner, I had jotted down just some notes just to, may I share them and see what you think?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, please do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. Can you hear me? Oh.
Yeah. I said the vision of John Lewis Invictus Academy is to prepare our students to become productive, lifelong learners and responsible citizens. Our intention is to increase the percentage of students exceeding and meeting proficiency with the goal of closing the achievement gaps. We will provide a safe, welcoming, respectful, and encouraging culture for all stakeholders.
Too. Yeah. Here's what I would like to do. I know we've been dragging this along, but I think it's important that we get it right. And that it is something that encompasses really where I see our school being, but also it is a statement that we can all stand behind and feel really good about. So, and I like what you just said, Ms. Leslie. So what I would like to do is kind of like create a subcommittee almost where you and I could take what you wrote and kind of take what I'm thinking as well. I really think it may be too wordy. I don't want it to be just really, really wordy. But as I'm looking at this, even on the screen, I don't want it to be quite so wordy.
Well, Miss Leslie, can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
Do you think that for what you just read, that was the vision statement? Yes.
Well,
Or
maybe,
was that just your thoughts about what it could formulate to be?
well, I was just thinking as far as in the future, I know for APS, the overarching goal is to increase student achievement and close the achievement gaps.
Mhm.
So Ms. Kirkpatrick added that word into the mission, which I liked as far as being intentional. But I just threw it out there. I do like Principal Garner's vision statement that he has here, because it includes his key strategies.
Yep.
So, right. Go ahead, Ms. Kirkpatrick.
I don't want to say anything.
Oh, sorry, it's Deborah. Sorry.
Oh,
I guess I like the high level vision that the principal has offered. It's very uplifting and inspiring and sets a high bar for the students. I think there's great language in what Ms. Leslie said. I guess I just don't want us to lose sight of that inspirational statement.
right.
Yeah, and what I was going to suggest, I think something Miss Leslie said was like pulling at least something from the APS grand vision and sort of integrating it into ours. Would you be okay with this statement that Principal Garner has written, Miss Leslie, and we just kind of maybe take one of those key characteristics from what you had and mesh it in there?
Well, I like what he said, because he did include with intentional focus on literacy and high quality of teaching,
Yep.
which are a part of his strategic plan.
Okay, would you approve this, Miss Leslie, the statement?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. We were just offering thoughts, okay. Oh, well, do I hear a motion to approve? Mr. Garner, are you okay if we approve what you have? Can I move to the motion to approve it?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Are we removing the word rigorous or are we relocating it?
Oh, sorry, yes.
With an intentional focus on
I mean, I think high quality of teaching, that kind of lends to rigor.
Yeah. Provide a compassionate learning.
intentional focus on literacy and high quality of teaching. We envision these same students. Yeah. Good thought, but rigor doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be there. Like you said, high quality of teaching is, if you're doing high quality of teaching, you're doing rigorous teaching. So I think this reads fine. And we can always revisit, but I do want to have these locked in because we'll start the year out,
Yep.
with this with staff. So yeah, I think it's good like this.
Provided with an intentional focus on literacy and high quality of teaching.
You can add the word A and a high quality, high quality.
And the high quality of teaching. We envision these
And
same students becoming
Can I put the
local
word A
national.
right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you need the comma either. I'm sorry. These are all we're all lit teachers.
And maybe say we
I'm a math
envision
teacher, so
our students. I would like to take ownership of our students, and we envision our students.
Instead of these same students,
Instead of
are
the same, say our.
with an intentional focus on literacy. No comma there.
okay. We envision our students. Okay. Coming local.
Take
National.
out same.
You said remove the comma from where now?
Remove the comma after literacy
Yeah, that's right.
and take out the word same after envision our.
Invasion now, okay.
We envision our students becoming local, national, and global leaders who will be the catalyst for economic and social change. Yes.
Compassionate, equitable learning environment that fosters students'
do
ability.
they have to be the catalyst or just catalysts?
Oh, good. There he is. Lit teachers
There you go.
will be yes.
Let's remove some of these words, but listen, help me out. Please help us out.
It looks great to me.
To thrive in our community with an intentional focus on literacy and high quality teaching. We envision our students becoming local, national, and global leaders who will be catalysts for economic and social change. Okay.
Who will become? They will be or they will become?
Our students.
I think be catalyst is fine.
Okay.
What about you, Kirkpatrick?
I think B.
Okay.
'Cause I think in a sense they already are.
Yeah. And global leaders who will. I don't have a dog in that fight.
I'm not a literacy
What?
teacher. I trust y'all. So
Which one are we talking about now? Global leaders?
Yeah, should it be become or should it be?
Who
Be
will be
catalyst,
for
become
economic and social
catalyst.
change?
I
Becoming,
think
we already said
B
envision our
because we
students
already are.
becoming,
Yeah,
becoming local, becoming the leaders who will be. Yeah, I wouldn't say becoming a second time.
Yeah.
Becoming leaders who will be catalysts.
What do I need to change anything else?
Great. Motion to approve the John Lewis Invictus Academy vision. Can I have a motion to approve it?
so moved.
Can I have a second?
Before y'all do that, okay, so wait one time before you go back.
Oh, sorry.
Abilities to thrive in our community, that's limiting to me. Thrive
I did think that, but I didn't want to say it.
so you want to say thrive in, I know
In
we use
the
the word
community?
global already, but I mean, my thoughts are thrive in the global community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are we now? Where are we?
Our
The
community.
first sentence.
Provide compassionate and equitable learning environment that fosters students' abilities to thrive.
In a global
in
community.
a global community, yeah.
In a global community. Did I use global somewhere else too?
You did at the end.
Yeah,
Use a different word instead of global.
In any community. Students to thrive in.
Any community? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anyone has a synonym for that?
That is
say international.
Oh,
Why not just a period after thrive?
Okay.
Yeah.
Provide a compassionate
There you go.
environment that fosters students' ability to
Uh,
thrive. Yeah,
I like it.
that's good. An intentional focus on literacy and high quality of teaching. We envision our students becoming local, national, and global leaders who will be catalysts for economic and social.
How about 21st century community?
Okay.
Listen, drink a lot of water and run to the restroom real quick. Directions. I'll be right.
What do you think about that? Is that so? You want to just leave it at Thrive, or is
I
it a
would
Thrive
I
and a
would leave
21st?
it.
Yeah, I think leave it so it won't be too wordy because it's already a lot of words as is. So I think if we just leave it at Thrive, that would be good.
Okay, I agree.
I'm gonna pull up my business mission so y'all can help me cut it down and get it pretty. Okay, well, I think we can start the motion. Oh, he has to be here to start it.
Yeah, I think it's good. Very good.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
We've come to an agreement that this is good.
This is it. All right.
yeah.
Provide a compassionate, equitable learning environment that fosters students' abilities to thrive. All right. With an intentional focus on literacy and a high quality of teaching, we envision our students becoming local, national, and global leaders who will be catalysts for economic and social change. All right.
I like that.
Lock it in.
Yep.
All right.
Do I hear a motion to approve the vision statement?
I motion to approve.
Can I have a second?
I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The secretary will record your vote. All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. All right, we will now move to the discussion items on our agenda. The first discussion item is vision statement discussion. Can we move past that or?
Yes, we're done with that.
Take the action.
Our next discussion item is Georgia milestones for face-to-face learners.
All right. So as you all know, we still have to take the Georgia milestones. Parents do have an option to opt out, and students who are virtual do not have to take the test, meaning they don't have to report to school to take it. So they are exempt from it. So for us right now, we currently have about 100 and fluctuates, so about 108 students who are returning, who come to school every day out of a little over 950 students. We're slated to receive about 80 to 88 additional students starting next Monday, which is the 22nd. The Georgia Milestones assessments will take place. I was looking at my calendar. The week of April, the window opens the week of April 19th. And so, we'd have to gauge to see how many students we have in the building at that time. We are ready to test though. All of our computer labs are ready to roll. Our teachers are teaching, in preparation, following the standards, the units of studies, following the units, assessing kids, because we're not only preparing for the Georgia milestones, but we're just, again, focusing on quality of teaching. So our teachers are in their PLCs each week, each Thursday, just really prepping for their normal assessments that we give. I don't foresee a lot of students for us taking the test this year. The kids who do take it, we will the district has said that it won't count against us, but we will take it as a baseline. More so than the Georgia milestones, I'm really looking at the STAR assessment because that's the test that we've given 3 times this year. But we're actually in the middle of giving the 3rd round today and Thursday. So that's really the test that I want to use to kind of gauge our current student levels. But as far as the Georgia milestones, we're going to welcome it. But again, we won't even have a third of our students taking that. This is my daughter. I need to grab this real quick. I'm sorry.
Does anyone know, I've seen some research out there, sort of some ideations of where testing will go. Does anyone know APS's plan, first for the milestones, what they'll use it for? I'm sure it won't be used to, have any true metric, but does anyone know where they're considering taking the testing, seeing as though everything will change and probably won't be the best environment to continue with the traditional testing how it is?
All right, I'm sorry about that. Ms. Jones, what was your question?
Well, I was asking, did you know or have any intel of sort of where the district is thinking of moving towards testing in the future as we move away from standardized testing because of the effects of COVID, and just realizing that a lot of school districts aren't prepared to fully offer like the best education for a type of test like Georgia milestones to be equitable. So do you know where they're shifting towards that, or what they're even doing with these tests that they're still?
No, ma'am, I can't say that I can speak to that intelligently. What I do know is that the milestones is a state exam, so it's not, districts don't get to this. It's a federal mandate. And so we don't get, the districts don't get to decide if, because we receive federal funding, if they say we have to give this high stakes test at the end of the year, then, states have to do that. So as far as I know, I don't think the Georgia milestones is going anywhere. That's my own personal opinion, especially if we still have to give it in the year that we've had the, global pandemic. So, as I get more information on that, I'll definitely, share with this team. I think, where our focus is right now is we had a faculty meeting about it a few weeks back when we found out we were going to have it. And like I told the staff, we're not going to feel down. It's not like we're not teaching or we're not doing anything. Teachers are teaching every single day. Granted, it's different. And, most of the kids are at home, and it's not ideal because they're not able to touch the students and really like assess, what they know the way that we would, but we are teaching, we are having school. So we want to, that's the test that shows us what we've done this year. Then we welcome that because we want that information. We want to know, and we'll move forward next year in hopes of getting all of our kids back, or most of them back. So that's kind of where we stand with that. I mean, we'll administer the milestones to the face-to-face students who are here on those days. And like I said, it'll be maybe a fourth of our school population. Yeah. A fourth. So. Any other questions about Georgia milestones this year?
Okay, we will move now to information items, the first being the principal report.
All right, so not a lengthy report for you this time. I just want to give you kind of a state of where we are as a school. As I mentioned last week, we focused on our gifted students. So we gave gifted testing to students who teachers identified as possible gifted students. So we're waiting for those results to return. This week, we're giving our access testing to our ESOL students. That's been going really well, really smooth. We're in the middle of testing season. We're also at the same time giving our third version of STAR assessment in math and reading. So we really have some big incentives behind students taking we want to give incentives for growth. So, I did a calling post to the community on yesterday. I had our teachers use their Remind one-on-ones to get the word out, because I want parents to know that students are taking these assessments in hopes that they can ask them, like, hey, how did the testing go today? Or even watch them do it if they're at home watching them. But again, the STAR assessment is, we're taking that in the beginning, we're taking it in the middle, and we're taking it at the end. So that's going to really tell us where our kids are. And we've been getting upwards of 80% of our students to take that exam, which is a true depiction, an accurate depiction, in my opinion, of where we are academically. So, I'll share those results with this team when we get them for this third and final version of that. We're also in the middle of hiring season, so we want to make sure that our school is really, really attractive to high quality candidates so that they join our team. So we're in the middle of that season. We don't have a lot of turnover at all this school year, which is really good. Now, there's always things that happen that you can't, account for. That happens during the summer, but my team, and I know that we want zero vacancies. Zero vacancies is key, because if you have vacancies, then it means you're starting out the year with substitutes, and that's not ideal. So we are really pushing, and we want to start early so that we can get the best high quality people that we possibly can get here at our school, for our school. The next thing that we've done, we did our first incentive plan. What is it called? Power Up Incentives. I forgot what we called it, but anyway, we went out. We got incentives for all of our kids who came to school in dress code every day, who had perfect attendance, and who completed all their benchmark assessments. And let me tell you, the kids almost took all of the incentives, like they were doing it. So the team of people who were getting the incentives were like, well, we got to push this out some. We can't do this every week, because guess what? All of the kids are buying into it, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to really establish our systems, our protocols with this small group of kids, so that as it expands, right, the kids who are already here know how we're going to do things. Everybody's getting in the flow and in the system of how we how we arrive to school, where the different, you're in sixth grade, you go here, seventh grade. So just really want to be really structured. And, I tell the team all the time, don't fall asleep, don't, but continue to push, continue to be in the classrooms, continue to observe our classes, continue to, pretty much don't let anything go. Stay on top of everything, because if we do it now, it becomes habit, and we continue to do that as we welcome all of our students back. Last thing I'll share with you is vaccines. First round, the district has mass vaccination appointments at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The first doses will be March 24th, 26th, and 27th. And the second doses will be April 14th, 16th, and 17th. So it's a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And so we're encouraging all of our staff members to make appointments to receive the Pfizer vaccine through our district. A lot of our people have already been vaccinated, because you don't have to wait until then. If you can make an appointment and get in, people have been able to do that. So we're excited about, again, just getting COVID-19 behind us. The district is providing surveillance testing every Monday. And We have had zero positive cases in our school, which speaks to me to the systems that we have in place. It's not the most ideal thing for our kids, but they've persevered through it. I mean, it's not a lot of movement at all, but they come in with a smile on their faces. They have everything they need. They receive snacks every day before they leave, and so we've been staying safe. Staff keeping the mask on. We have the people rotating in and out. So we've had zero positive cases, which I'm really proud about that. So we'll continue to do what we're doing. We'll welcome our kids who are due to come back on Monday. And we spent a lot of time this afternoon in our admin meeting, really laying down everything that we're going to do and how we're going to do it, make sure our systems are tight. And we'll keep moving in that direction. Last thing I'll say is summer work is we will be a summer school site here at John Lewis Invictus Academy, which I'm excited about that as well. I would love, I want to control what we can control and have our students here in our building, so we can have our teachers in front of them and have our administrators here, make sure that our kids are getting what they need. I don't have the details for how the summer is going to look yet. I know the district is working on that. But I do know we'll run full days. It won't be like it has been in the past, like half day. It'll be a full day. So my team and I will work to see who is going to work, who is willing to work summer school. I know it's been a long year. So we're gearing up for that, and at the same time gearing up for next school year. Yep. Any questions about all of that? No, I was just kind of saying a lot.
Okay, we will now hear about any additional information items. All right, there's no information items. Does anyone have any announcements? All right. With 17 minutes to go, we have reached the end of our agenda. Is there any additional business at this time? May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
I really just want to change some of these words. It's so dated. A second.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed, raise your hand. Any abstentions, please raise your hand. The secretary will know. All right, the meeting is adjourned. Have a great week, guys.
Listen, thank you everybody for everything that you are doing for our school. I just want to say that. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Yeah.
We will. All right, see you later.